Hello everyone, it's Kerry again from Paper, Grace and Plants. This is my first video on paper. So this is a journal that my daughter gave me last year, or maybe the year before. And I decided last year I was going through some stuff in about August last year. I was going through some stuff and I decided that I'm going to do art on one side and lettering on the other side, like a quote or something simple. Excuse me, I just had a sip of my drink to practice my hand lettering. So, sure, I've been working, it's now night time. You're going to probably see my shadow falling over the page. I've been working since like sunset, which is quite a while ago, and I was like chasing the light hoping to get this right, but this poor page has been through so many erasings and so many measurings and things like that, and I eventually just decided it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and I'm gonna get better as I go along. So this was inspired by a picture that I saw on the internet. It was actually painted, and what the woman did was she did the daisies, and then to make like difference in like depth, she did a light blue daisy, so that's where you'll see the different colors. So this is not my original idea or whatever. And then the quotes I just found somewhere on the internet. So what I'm using to do my hand lettering is a Uniball Signo. I think it's a 1. I don't know how you tell if it's a 1.0. I guess it is. And I've had it for a good couple of years, probably since I did my lettering classes. So I'm now going to draw these things in, and I draw these letters in, and I hope that you will give me grace for my imperfection. I am still learning and still practicing, and haven't practiced enough with composition and things like that, but this was kind of my plan to do with this book, was this journal, to just do the practicing, start practicing and getting better. It's like a muscle, I think. I hope. So I've done this. I washi taped the outside just to sort of, that looks like a G. Oh dear. Oh well. To sort of mark the edges, to protect the edges, to stop it from getting dirty, or if you know what I mean. Just so that the picture doesn't go into the edges, but this wouldn't really, because I've done so much measuring and calculating and recalculating. I felt like a bit of a GPS at some point. Like, oh, it's easy, just work out how many letters and how big the space is, and yeah, famous last words. So the quote is, simplicity is in the beauty of a daisy. This is quite fun. need to go back and look at my hand lettering book for where the sort of what do you call these things, serif parts go for the H and the T. It feels like I'm putting them just like everywhere. That seems a bit stark compared to this picture over here against the black. I'm not quite sure what I'd do to tone it back down. Maybe I'd go over it with a grey pencil or something to just push it back. Because if you look at it as like two parts that are meant to be together, it looks a bit too much of a contrast, like your eyes is going to be drawn to the quote before it sees the picture, the art next to it. And then I want to say it feels like this. It's where there's marks in the writing where I drew with pencil, maybe, like maybe pressed too hard. This I'm going to try to do some fur calligraphy with. May not work so well. Let's see. don't think it's more to do with the pen. That's the sort of lettering is not perfect. But we live and we learn. I'll fix it up anyway because I think it's still too stark against this with the coloring pencil that I did in there. But yeah, that was quite fun. I'm going to let it dry and then I'm going to erase all my measurable, I don't know, it's not calculated measuring. It's not that good, the measuring that I did, but I'm happy with this page like it is. And then I've already done my next drawing or coloring. I did that, and the quote that's gonna go on here is trajectories aren't linear. So yeah, that's my first video on paper. The reason I called my channel Grace Paper and Plants is because I love plants. Grace represents my faith, and then paper is like the art parts, which I absolutely love. I don't think I've worked on anything. I may have once or twice worked on a canvas, but other than that, my art creative side normally goes on paper. So I work with different mediums on paper. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.